Hello guys, I hope you are doing well. In the last video, we have seen how we can extend the out-of-the-box query so that we can populate data in our workflow editor. Now, there could be many instances where you can't extend the query, okay, and you might need to add, do transformation or something like that. Okay, so we'll consider an example here. So what I'm going to do, so in the last video, if you have seen, this will simply give you, not this one, like this one will simply give you the number of lines. For example, if the lines will be 5, so you will get 5, something like that. But let us say if you need something else as well. Okay, so for example, you need line, then you need colon. Okay, so let me open the notepad. Let us assume your journal have 5 lines, so this will populate you 5. But instead of 5, you need something like like lines 5, something like this format. The one way is to write line here then put colon, but you want to do it through code. Okay, so you can apply the logic for the practical business scenario. So let me show you how you can achieve that. So we'll take the example of our same workflow. So when you go to, let me go to ledger journal here, like general ledger, this workflow parameters. And here, if you see, the type is ledger daily type. So I will go to simply, let me go to business process and workflow. Here I will go to type, and my type was ledger journal daily type. So let me check ledger daily template. Yeah, ledger daily template. Okay, so this was my workflow type. And when I go to designer, I can go to properties. Let me click here. Let me go to properties. Let me pin this. Alright, so here if you have seen this particular class, document one, yeah, ledger daily WF. So you can go to class. I'm showing you same steps again that we have done in the last video. Ledger daily journal workflow. Let me write again ledger journal workflow. Let me do one more time. LEDGERJOURNALWF. Yeah, here we go. So let me open this class. Alright. So I will need to create a COC of this class. Okay, so I will simply right click here. I will create my code extension. And now my code extension is available here. And now here I need to create a param method. Okay, so let me write here public. And here I need to specify the data type. Okay, so for that what I will do, I will create a new EDT. Let me create a new EDT here. I'll go new item. And I'm going to go to my data types, and I will use EDT string. I will say here SC custom field, something like this. Okay, and I will click here on add, and then I will open this EDT and I will go to its properties and assume. Okay, the only thing that I will modify here is label. So I will say lines, something like this. I will put here 1 colon. Okay, so this is my label. I can put anything here, or let me put a space here. Alright, this is ready. So now I'm going to use the same data type here, that is SC custom field C custom field. Okay, then I will say param, and I will say journal URNAL journal, something like format. Okay, and here then I will specify 3 parameters, that is company ID. I can simply say this as company ID, and then I can say table ID, and I will use my table ID. Then I can put my rec ID, and here I will simply say rec ID. Let me close this, and I'm going to open this. I'm going to close this, and let me do one thing. Auto hide. Let me auto hide this as well, and I'm enlarge my screen. Alright, so this is ready. Now what I will do, okay, what is that? Okay, I haven't returned this one, so first of all let me return a blank string here. So return, let me put single braces here, and let me save this. Alright, yes. So now what I will do, I will check URNAL general table. I'm going to define buffer here, so ledger general table, and I will say ledger general table, and I'm going to use my find method. I'll copy this, and I will use find by rec ID method, this one. Okay, because I have the rec ID, so this rec ID belongs to this ledger general table, so I can simply pass my rec ID from here. I will close this, and I will say rec ID, and I'm going to simply close this here. Okay, now what is the format that we are looking? We are looking for this format, lines colon that number of line. So I can say return lines. Okay, then I need to do this ledger general table dot number of lines. Here we go, and at the end I can simply typecast to this to str. So I'm going to use this function, and I will close this, and let me save this. Alright, okay, there's an error, type str and it are not compatible with operator. Okay, so let me do this here. I will define a string here. I will say str number of lines, and I will pass my ledger general table dot number of lines here, and then I will use here any to str function. I will close this, and then here. So now here I will return my lines, I will do plus of str num of lines. Let's see if this also gives us an error. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to save it. So let me do a build for this, and then we'll see. We need to make sure the DB sync is true here. Okay, let me trigger a build, and we will see the results in some time. Alright guys, so the build is completed. So I'm going to close the previous window and say okay, let me close this window. Okay, then I will open my workflow designer again. to test that one out. And I'm going to enter my username and password here. Okay, now I will open this. I will simply go to properties and let me try to insert the placeholder and let me see that field. So we have let me check that one out. That should be available down because we have added it through the code. Okay, so here that is our number of lines one. Yeah, see, you see here, this is the field. Okay, this is the actual label that we have put here. It'll write lines colon. So when I go to my code and I go to Solution Explorer and when I open the EDT, I put in the exact same EDT. Right, so this is how you can, add your own custom methods in this class. So let me reiterate it for you. So we have simply added a param method where we have added that in our document class. Okay, where actually we have the query. And then this rec ID is nothing, it belongs to that table for which you are creating the workflow. And similarly, you can also compare it, first of all, you can write if table ID matches with your ledger journal table name and company ID. So you could, write all those validation. This was just a demo. And then here we simply get the buffer of our ledger journal table. Then we defined a string variable named as str number of lines. Then here we get the number of lines. And then we simply typecasted it to string. Then at the end we simply return line colon, and from here we'll get the string field of number of lines. So we combine that and that will get reflected in our workflow editor. So thank you for watching this video. Have a great day ahead.